Hello students, good morning to all. Today we are going to study a new topic that is mentioned in class 6 or tale of a two birds or tale of two birds. Okay, students, what do you mean by tale? Tale means story. Tale means story. Tale means story. Tale means story. Okay, tale means story. Then this is the new topic. This is the first topic we are going to study today. So before going to the topic, let's read what is there in the topic. Okay. So before going to the topic, I want to say that three important characters are here. One is the mother bird. Another is the two newborn babies. Okay. First of all, we want to know about them. Where do they live? Actually, mother bird Motherboard was staying on a long tree. Okay, and two newborn babies, they are fully dependent on the mother. That happens here in the first paragraph. Let's read. So there once lived a bird and her two newborn babies in a forest. I have already told you. So there is one mother bird and two newborn babies. So these babies were fully dependent on the mother bird. They had a nest in a tall shady tree. What do you mean by shady tree? Shady tree. Shady tree. Tree is the noun. Tree is the noun. Shady, Shady. Shady tree. The shady is the adjective. Shady is the adjective. Okay. So shady tree. Shade, Shade. Shade is noun also. Shade is noun. So from the word shade, the new word comes, that is shady tree. Okay. The tree which gives shade, this is called shady tree. So shady tree, and there the mother bird took care of her little ones day and night. So it is the duty of the mother. After giving birth of two newborn babies, it's the duty of the mother to take care of his newly born babies. Okay, this is there in the first paragraph. Let's go to the second paragraph. What is there in the second paragraph? One day there was a big storm. What do you mean by storm? Storm, storm. 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 Storm means heavy wind. Storm means heavy wind. wind. Heavy wind. Okay. So one day there was a big storm and there was thunder, lightning and rain, and the wind blew down many trees. So when heavy storm comes, this happens. The thunder comes, the lightning comes, and it was raining heavily. The wind blew down many trees. So it causes, for this reason, many trees blew down. Blew down means fell 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 down. Fell down. Okay. Blew down means fell down. The tall tree in which the birds lived also came down. This happens where the newly born babies and the mother bird were staying. That tree also fell down, and a big heavy branch hit the nest and killed the bird. So this here the tragedy happened. The tragedy, that means this storm brought the sudden death of the mother bird. And these baby birds didn't know what to do, where to go. But what happened to the baby bird? Let's see it. And fortunately for the baby birds, what happened to the baby birds? The strong wind blew them away to the other side of the forest. That means with that strong heavy wind, this took them and kept them and took them to separate places. So they becomes they that means the storm took them to different places and they could not meet to each other. So one of them came down near a cave where a gang of robbers lived. So what happened? One of these birds came down or fall down near a cave. And in near to that cave, some gang of robbers. Robbers means thieves. Robbers means thieves. Robbers. Robbers means thieves. Robbers means thieves. Robbers. Please write it down. Robbers. R-O. Sorry. Robbers. Thieves. Thieves. So gang of robbers lived. So near to that cave, some thieves were living. The other landed outside Orish's ashram, a little distance away. So what happened to the other bird? One bird came to or fell down near a cave where some gang of robbers were living, and the other bird landed near a Rishis ashram. So here I want to say one thing to you, that a child's behavior grows according to the situation, according to the environment he was living. So his behavior will say in which environment he is living here. So now in the later part of the story we will come to know that what happens to the bird and how the behavior, or what was the behavior, or what is the behavior of the bird who landed near the robbers and or the cave, and the bird who landed near the Rishis ashram. Definitely we'll see. Days passed and the baby birds becomes big birds. So now this happens that the baby birds becomes the big birds, and one day the king of the country came to the forest to hunt, and he saw a deer rode after him. So as the it was the fashion of the king that to hunt. One day the king came to the forest in order to hunting, and as soon as he saw a deer, he ran after him to kill that deer, to hunt that deer. What happened after that? It ran deep into the forest, followed by the king. So the deer, in order to escape from the king, he ran into deep into the forest, where the king also followed him. But it happened that the king, after going deep into the forest, he could not get any way to come out. There, one thing happened. Let's see. He rode on for a long time till he came to the other side of the forest. So it took a lot of time, a long time, for the king to come outside of the forest. So feeling relaxed, very tired by now. The king was feeling very tired. No, he was getting fatigued, and he got off his horse and sat down on a tree that stood near a cave. So what happened? As he was getting tired, the king was getting tired. He got off his horse. Got up means get down. Okay, he got up from his horse and मतलब उसका horse से उतरना. So he got up from his horse and sat down under a tree. So he wanted to take rest under a tree that stood near a cave. So that stood near a cave. Which cave it was? The cave where the bird fell. This is the cave. This is the same cave. Okay? You try to understand it, my friends. And suddenly he heard a voice of cry. Suddenly he heard a voice cry out, "Quick, hurry up, there is someone under the tree. Come and take his jewels and the horse." This is the voice of the bird. This is the voice of the bird who was living near the cave and who had made friendship with the robbers. So his behaviors changed. Yes, and he was talking like the okay, and suddenly he gave some messages that someone is coming here and he is taking rest under the tree and he is wearing jewels and he came with a horse. So he was calling the robbers, hurry up, okay, he will slip away. So take his jewels, take his horse, everything. Otherwise he will slip away. Otherwise he will go away. So he wanted to take a chance. Okay, and in this way he was giving a message to the robbers. Then the king was amazed. He looked up and saw a big brown bird on the tree under which he was sitting. So the king heard this voice. The king heard this voice and thought, who was talking like this? Who is who is giving this message? Who is giving a message about me? And to whom he is giving? And all of a sudden he looked up, he found a big brown bird was sitting on the tree. Then after that what happened? He also heard faint noises issuing from the cave. So all of a sudden that king also heard that some faint noise. What do you mean by faint noise? Some faint noise. मतलब very the noise which comes not loudly, that is called faint noise. So that faint noise issuing from the cave, that means that is coming from the cave. That means who are they? These voice that was coming from the cave, these are the voice of robbers. Try to understand this. These are the voice of robbers. He quickly got into his horse and rode away as fast as he could. That means he quickly got on the horse. He wanted to, and the king thought that it would better to escape from this place, otherwise, there will be some danger for my life. Okay, so in this way, this was the behavior you saw from this paragraph of the first bird who was living near the cave and who had made friendship with the robbers. His behavior was very rude, you can say. Very rude. Okay? And it was not a good behavior. It is very bad behavior. It is aberrant behavior. Okay? Next. What is there in the next paragraph? Let's see. Sulu came to a clearing where he looked like an ashram. Sorry, which looked like an ashram. So it was the Rishi's ashram. Now, after coming to a clearing, here clearing, what do you mean by clearing? Clearing means it's the open place. Clearing means open place. Clearing means open place. So, so at first he was taking rest under a tree near the cave. But in order to save his life, he came to a clearing, means to an open place. Where he saw that place, near to that place there is a Rishi's ashram. Okay. And the king tied his horse. Tie means बांधना. Tie means बांधना, बांधी दवा, जोटा कुड़ियार कहा जाए, and हिंदी में इसको बोलते हैं बांधना. The king tied his horse to a tree and sat down on its seat. So here again he wanted to take rest because he could not take proper rest there, and here he wanted to take proper rest. He tied his horse and wanted to sit down under a tree. And what happened that? After that, let's see. Suddenly, he heard a gentle voice announce. All of a sudden, he heard A very gentle, calm, quiet voice, very soothing voice that comes, that says to him, what did he say? Let's see. Welcome to the ashram. Sir, please go inside and rest. The rishi will come back soon. There is some cold water in the pot. Okay, please make yourself comfortable. This is the voice of the another bird who was living near Rishi's ashram. This voice was very soothing. This voice was giving lots of pleasure. This voice was giving lots of delightment to everyone. This voice was very calm, and this voice, you can say, this is very quiet voice. This is a very attractive voice, you can say. Okay. And he said all these things to the king. He said, please, sir, go to the Rishi's ashram, make yourself comfortable, take the water. And he also informed to him that Rishi is not there in the ashram, he will come back soon. All these things. The king looked up and saw a big brown bird in the tree. The same bird, same type of bird as he was looking before. Okay, the same type of bird he saw. And he got amazed. What do you mean by amazed? Amazed means surprise. Amazed means surprise. Amazed means surprise. 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 Amazed. He amazed. What? The bird which I was looking before, it was exactly same the bird I am looking now. So he asked it so. Okay, how did the behavior of that bird changed? So this one looks like the other bird outside the cave. The rishi said. Sorry, the king said this to himself loudly. Oh, this is the bird I have seen, the other bird which I was where I was sitting near the cave. So this is the same bird, I think. Okay, and this voice gave a message, or by hearing this voice, what did the bird said? Let's see. You can say, what did the second bird said? Let's see. You are right, sir, answered the bird. He is my brother, but he has made friends with robbers. So this is the information. This is has been given by the second bird to the king, that you are right, sir. The bird about whom you are talking about, or your home about whom you are talking, is the same bird. He looks like me. He is my brother. But the thing is that his behaviors is not good. Why his behaviors is not good? Or his behavior is not good? Because he is living with the robbers. And you know, sir, how robbers usually behave. This is the answer of the second bird to the king. He now talks as they do. He also told that as the robbers do, as the robbers do, as the robbers talk, like my brother is talking now. He doesn't talk to me anymore. And the second part also told to the king that his brother is not talking to him nowadays because he doesn't like the behaviors of the second part. And just then the rishi entered the ashram. When they were both, the bird and the king, they both were talking. They were just sharing their conversations, just sharing their ideas at the time. Rishi entered to the ashram. Rishi came to the ashram. Okay, let's see what happened in the next paragraph. So, before going to the next paragraph, I want to summarize this paragraph. This is what happened here. You can see a drastic change of especially the behaviors of two birds. The first bird's behavior was so bad. Here, the behavior of the second bird was really good, really very good, because he was living with a rishi, and rishi's behavior has been accepted by the second bird. This is the thing I want to say. Okay, next, what is there? Welcome, sir, he said to the king. After coming to the ashram, the rishi said, welcome, sir. Okay, he told to the king, he welcomed the king. Please come inside and make yourself at home. You look tired. Rest for a while. Then you can share my food. So Rishi came and he told that please come inside, make yourself home. That means at home. That means think it is your own. And then after that, you can share our food. So from this behavior, what can you understand? The Rishi's behavior was pleasant behavior, it was reformed behavior, it was nice and it was socially accepted behaviors. So this kind of behavior is he taught to the second bird. So that you can say the second bird's behavior is also reformed because he has learned many things from Rishi. So next thing is that what is there in the next paragraph? The king told the Rishi the story of the two birds and how each had behaved so differently, though they looked alike, so alike. So after that, the king told to Rishi that he had seen two birds. The two birds were looking very same birds, very same, and how the behaviors of these two birds are completely different. Okay, he said all these things to the king. And what was the king's answer? Sorry, to the hermit. And what did the hermit answer? Let's see. The forest is full of surprises. It comes in the examination. The forest is full of surprises, he said. Okay, the Rishi said. Okay, the forest is full of surprises. Okay, it gives many surprises. The same thing as you are looking, their behavior changes. The holy man smiled and said, after all, one is known by the company one keeps. It happens that the holy man smiled and said, so the Rishi told that who is the holy man here? Holy man is nobody else here. He is the Rishi. And the holy man smiled and said, holy man told that after all, one is known by the company one keeps. This is the line that comes in the examination. How one is known by the company one keeps. Now, how can you prove this line? Okay, by taking the example of a total of two words. Okay, so one is known by the company one keeps. This happens that if you are staying with some bad people, then your behaviors will change definitely. And if you are living with some good people, then your behavior also changes towards goodness. Definitely, you will not change towards badness. This happens. Okay, you try to remember it. This is a very good line. This is most important line of this topic because if your behavior is reformed, then we can judge how your family members may be or might have or may have. We can we can guess that like that. So if one's behavior is very bad, very simply we can say that his family members has not taught good lessons to that guy, to that boy, whatever you want to say. And that bird has always heard the talk of robbers. He imitates them and talks about robbing people. So the hermit told the bird which you met first. He was talking with the robbers. He imitates the behavior of the robbers. Imitate, matlab accepts the behaviors of the robbers. That's why he is talking like them because he had learned all these things. He had not learned good things in his life. That's why how can he behave nicely? How can he behave very in a good manner? This is the thing he wants to say. And this one is repeated and what he has always heard. So what he has heard in his life from the robbers, that will repeat in his life. He repeats it. Always that's why he says to robbing the people. Robbing the people means to take away, to thief the people. Okay? He welcomes people to the ashram. Okay? Sorry. I told the mistake. This one has repeated what he has always heard. Here this one means the bird which was living near Rishi's ashram. This one here represents the bird who is living near Rishi's ashram. So this one is repeated what he has always. So he was at the time appreciating, praising the bird who was living with Aries. Okay, he welcomes people to ashram. Always he told that he told that means Rishi told to the king that he always welcomes the people to the ashram and now come inside and take rest. And he welcomed to the king. He welcomed him and asked him to take a rest. I shall tell you more about this place and these birds. And Rishi told that definitely whatever the experience I had um, living in this jungle, I will definitely share more experience with you. So in this topic, my friends, one thing you will learn that if if someone is living with some bad people, that means his behaviors will definitely be very bad. It will not be accepted by anyone. And the man who is staying with good people, okay, definitely his behaviors will be very nice and it will be accepted by all people. So this is the thing you must learn from this topic. And so one is known by the company one keeps. This is a very important line. You must remember it and just go. Thank you.